everybody. Welcome to lesson one of rhythms. Today, kindergartners, we're going to be learning, about some basic rhythms, about uh, the beat of a song, the pulse of a song, if you will. We're going to see, how do like drummers and other percussionists, what are they looking at? How do they do that in music? So let's get started. So here you can see do you know what these things are called? Hmm. Well, some of these things are called music notes, but overall we can call these music notation. And we're going to learn all about these different notes and different kind of notations that you see here on the screen. However, today we're going to talk about a couple of very specific ones. Okay, so the first one, first two actually that we're going to be talking about is the quarter note and the eighth note. Okay, so the first one there that you can see, this one right here, this one's called the quarter note. Can you say quarter note? One more time. Quarter note. Cool. So the quarter note looks like this. Okay, and it is one beat, and it goes like this. That's it. Just one beat like this. So we're going to call this quarter note here. We're going to call it, when we're working on it, we're going to call it jam. Can you say jam? One more time. Jam. Great. So when you say jam, you're also going to clap jam, right? So we're going to go jam. Do it with me. Jam. One more time. Jam. Good. And you can see on the screen here, I actually have two jams. Look at that. So here's one jam, and here's another jam. Okay. And if we look at this note, right? Okay. So this is a note, right? A musical note. Okay. And this note has a head right here. Here's the head of the note. And here's the stem of the note. And that is what a quarter note or a jam looks like. Okay. Just one head and one stem and nothing else. So here we have two jams. So let's go ahead and clap those two jams. So we go on four. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, jam. Good. You want to try one more time? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, jam. Good. We'll get more practice with this in a second. Okay, but let's learn the other type of note first. Okay, the other type of note is called an eighth note. Can you say eighth note? One more time. Eighth note. Great. So can you look at these notes here? What's the difference between the last notes and these notes? Something very big, right? Take a look at it. So if we look at this eighth note here, right? What's this part called? Do you remember? It's called the head, right? The head of the note. Then this part. Remember, kind of like a flower has what? A stem, right? So this is the head, here's the stem. But look, unlike the quarter note or a jam, it has this like flag coming off of it, right? This flag shows you that it is an eighth note, not a quarter note, right? So look at this note here, right next to it, okay? How many eighth notes are here? Well, it's got two heads, it's got two stems, but then they're connected right here. So how many notes are here? Is it 1? Is it 2? 3? 7? 10? No. No, if you said and you thought two notes, you're correct. It's two notes. So we have two heads, two stems, and they're connected with what we call the beam. Take a look at it right there. That's the beam, right? And they're connected. So it's kind of like this flag right here connected these two notes together, and it created, well, still two notes, right? But they're together, and we're going to call that something else. So yes, these are two eighth notes, but we're going to call it cherry. Can you say cherry? One more time. Say cherry. Good. So just like before, when we clapped jam, we're going to clap cherry, except this time we're going to clap two times, right? Because there's two notes. So we're going to go like this. cherry. Okay, do it with me this time. Cherry. Once more. Cherry. Got that? Okay, I think it's time for us to practice a little bit. What do you think? Ooh, so here is some musical notes. There's a lot of them here too, right? Well, let's look down first at the red one. You guys see the red one down here? So that, if we read it, so read it with me, okay? What kind of notes are those? Well, we have a jam, then we have a jam, then we have a jam, and one more, jam. So we have jam, 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 jam. Again, read it with me. Jam, 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 right? So now we can clap with that too. You guys ready? All right, percussionists, get your instruments ready. Those would be your hands. And here we go. On 4, we're going to go ahead and clap those notes. Ready? The red ones. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, 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 jam. Good. Were you able to do it? Let's try it again, okay? So on 4, we're going to do those red notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, 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 jam. Ooh, I hope you were able to do that. Let's try doing it 3 times in a row now. What do you say? Okay? So let's do it. Here we go. On 4, we're going to do it 3 times in a row. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Ooh, were you able to stop with me? You got to kind of keep that count in your head. That's not easy. But that's okay if you couldn't. If you were able to stay with me on the claps, that is awesome. You want to try one more time? All right, here we go. 3 times on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Very nice. All right, let's try one with our cherries in it, yeah? So let's look down at the blue one down at the bottom here, okay? So what does that say? Well, these aren't jams anymore, remember? These are our 8th notes, not our quarter notes. So we call them, do you remember? Cherry, right? So this is, let's read it together. Cherry, 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 cherry. You got that? Let's read it one more time, okay? Cherry, 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 cherry. All right, on 4, let's try that line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cherry, 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 cherry. Were you able to do it? Let's try one more time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cherry, 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 cherry. I hope you were able to do that. All right, you want to try that one 3 times in a row? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cherry, 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 cherry. Cherry, 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 cherry. Cherry, 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 cherry. I hope you were able to do that. Next lesson, maybe we'll do some of those other ones and switch it up a little bit. Go ahead and replay this video anytime you want and practice those jams and those cherries, or those quarter notes and those 8th notes. Okay, and we'll get to some maybe that green one or that purple one next. Ooh, there's even a symbol there on that purple one that we haven't learned yet. So, till next time, I'll see you guys.